Hello everyone and Merry Christmas. Welcome to my 12 days of cookies and holiday treats. We are going to be making Tres Leches cake. So I am using the 13.25 ounces of yellow cake mix, and we're going to follow the directions on the back of the cake mix in order to make our cake. And I'm actually making this cake for a get-together of some girlfriends of mine. We're going to be getting together and sharing some holiday fun and holiday food with one another, and so I cannot wait to share the Tres Leches cake with them. So I put in 1 cup of water, and I also put in 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and also we're going to be putting in 3 large eggs, and my eggs are at room temperature because room temperature eggs are going to mix and blend so much better in our batter. So with your eggs, you want to make sure that you have nice room temperature eggs. Now if you are new to my channel, welcome in, and if you're a returner, welcome back. I am so excited to share my 12 days of cookies and holiday treats, and this is my 3rd annual one, and in the description box below I will put the link to the playlist of my 2 previous years of 12 days of cookies and holiday treats, so that way you can check out those wonderful treats as well. Now I put my eggs in one at a time, and then I like to put my eggs in one at a time when I'm mixing my cake batter, so that way each egg has a chance to really kind of blend into the batter. And hey, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and become one of my awesome subscribers. So once we have our yellow cake all mixed in, what I do is I have a 13x9 pan, and we're going to spray some cooking spray in the bottom. We're only going to spray the bottom. We don't need to spray the sides. And so I'm going to spray my cooking spray in the bottom of our 13x9 pan. And our cake is going to bake at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes, or till it's a nice golden brown on top. We want to make sure we don't over bake our cake, so just until it's a nice golden brown. And when you put an insert like a tester in, your insert comes out clean. You don't have any pieces of cake left, okay? And something I like to do is when my cake is baking at 25 minutes, I like to just check in on it just to see how it's doing. So our cake is done baking. It's out of the oven. I have it resting on the stove top, and while it's resting and just kind of cooling off a bit, we're going to start on our Tres Leches cream. So our Tres Leches, Tres meaning 3, Leche meaning milk. So this is 3 milk cake. And so the milks that we're going to be using is regular milk. You can either use 2% or whole milk. Also, we're going to use 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Now, our milk that we used, that was 3/4 of a cup of milk. Now, in the description box below, I will have a list of all the ingredients you need to make this wonderful Tres Leches cake. So we have our sweetened condensed milk. We're going to use the total 1 can. And the 3rd milk that we're going to be using is heavy whipping cream. So we're using regular milk, sweetened condensed milk, and heavy whipping cream. Now, if you are going to be using the 15.25 ounce box of cake mix, in the description box I will have that adjustment for how much heavy whipping cream and how much milk that you would need if you're going to be using the 15.25 ounce box of cake mix. So after we have our sweetened condensed milk, we're going to be putting in 3/4 of a cup of our heavy whipping cream. Before I add my heavy cream to my bowl, I like to mix and blend together the sweetened condensed milk and the milk together, so that way I don't have too much milk in my bowl kind of sloshing around. And so it's easier to also just get that sweetened condensed milk really just start to thin out a bit and just kind of get incorporated with the milk. Now once that happens, then I'm going to add the heavy whipping cream, and you can add either heavy whipping cream, or if it says heavy cream, either one of those will work the same. So either heavy whipping cream or heavy cream you can use in the recipe. And so once I've added the 3/4 cup of my heavy whipping cream, go on and make sure that you whisk really well, that you have all 3 of the milks totally combined together, and you don't have any of the sweetened condensed milk on the bottom of your bowl. Make sure that that's totally incorporated. Now I have 1/3 of a cup measure spoon, and this is what we're going to do. Now you can either use rum extract, and that's what I'm going to be using, some rum extract, or either you can use rum, just regular drinking rum. And so for our cream mixture, now you're going to need 1/3 of a cup. So if you're going to be using the rum extract like I'm using, what I'm doing is I'm putting in a tablespoon of the rum extract into my 1/3 cup measure. Then I'm going to add some water to my 1/3 cup measure to bring that all the way up to the top with water, so that way we're still going to get that 1/3 cup measurement that we need for our tres leche blend. Okay, and so you see I added some water, and so we're going to go on and put the water that also has that rum extract, which was 1 tablespoon. Now if you're not using the rum extract and you want to just use regular drinking rum, you can definitely do that, and you would need 1/3 of a cup. And in the description box below I will have that information for you as well. So our cake has cooled a bit, it's been out of the oven. Now we're going to go on and prepare it with the cream. And so how you do that is I have a nice long fork with nice long prongs on it, and so I go through, and you want to go just all the way through your cake just like that, making sure that you get the edges as well. And as you're poking your cake with your fork, you want to make sure you go all the way to the bottom. Now from time to time you're going to need to wipe off your fork, and I have a damp towel to the side, and so I just kind of wipe off my fork because little pieces of cake will tend to stick to your fork. Now once you have all of your cake nice and poked all the way through with your fork from end to end, then we're going to go on and add our tres leches cream that we've made. So doing this, you want to use a large spoon and just gently spoon over our milk mixture all over the cake, and you want to be sure that you do go from end to end. And you want to do this by using a spoon. You don't want to take it and dump it all at one time over the cake. You just want to kind of gently make sure that it's going to go through all of the little poke holes that we put all over the cake, just like that. Now once we have all of our cream, and you want to use all of our milk mixture cream that we've made, now once you have all the cream on the cake, then we're going to cover the cake with some foil, and we're going to let our cake chill in the refrigerator for 3 hours. Now while our cake has been chilling in the refrigerator, and it's been almost about 3 hours now, we're going to prepare our topping. Now the topping is optional, but I really like to put a little bit of the toasted pecans, and we're also going to toast up some coconut. And when you're toasting your pecans, you want to make sure that you toast them on a medium-low flame, okay? And it only takes about 5 minutes just to kind of toast them up a bit. The same thing with the shredded coconut. We're just using 1/2 cup, and we're just going to gently toast them on that medium heat, and medium to low heat, and it's only going to take about 5 to 7 minutes to toast up the coconut. Now with the pecans, once I've toasted them, then I like to chop them, just so that way those little bits ahead of time that are in our pan don't get overburned, and so that's not a good taste that you want on your cake. So I toast them whole first, and then I go in and chop them. And this is our toasted coconut we have. They're beautiful golden color, just perfect to add a nice little garnish for our cake. Now next we're going to make our whipped topping. So we're going to be using our heavy whipping cream, and we're going to use 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Now to our heavy whipping cream, we're also going to be adding some rum extract, and that's 1 teaspoon of rum extract. Now if you're using regular rum, like the kind you drink, you would add in 2 tablespoons, but I will have that information in the description box below. Also to that, we're going to be adding some pure vanilla extract, and I'm going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of some pure vanilla extract. Now we're not going to be adding any additional sweetener to this, like powdered sugar or granulated sugar, because our cake has that sweetness that we already have in the cake, and then this whipped cream that we have flavored with the rum extract and the vanilla extract is going to go perfectly with our cake. So you want to make sure that you whip your heavy whipping cream until it forms nice stiff peaks. That usually takes anywhere from maybe about 5 to 8 minutes, and it's going to look like this. It should just be like nice peaks that you're going to have from that heavy whipping cream. So now I'm going to take our cake out of the refrigerator. We're going to top it with our whipped cream that we have made fresh with that wonderful rum extract and the vanilla extract in there. We also have our pecans that we had toasted up, as well as our coconut we toasted up. I'm going to be taking this and sharing this with my girlfriends. I cannot wait to share this with them. I know they're just going to enjoy it so much. And before I head out to my girlfriend's house with the cake, I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator so that way it stays nice and chilled until it's time for me to leave. And this cake, you want to serve it chilled. You don't want to serve it at room temperature. So you definitely want to serve the cake coming right out of the refrigerator. And also, the majority of the tres leche cream will be absorbed into the cake, but when you cut into it, you will have a little bit of the cream mixture will be in the bottom of the pan a little bit, which is customary with the tres leches cake. Our cake is looking so good. Oh my gosh, the whipped cream layer, you see that tres leche that's still being absorbed. We're going to go on and top it with the pecans now and our toasted coconut. Well, I hope you enjoyed spending time with me today in my kitchen. I hope you're enjoying my series of 12 days of cookies and holiday treats, where I upload for 12 days in a row leading up to Christmas Eve a new video showcasing a wonderful holiday treat or holiday cake. Well, that is it for me today, y'all. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go on and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video and appreciate the content, don't forget to show it some love. Give it a thumbs up and click share and share this video with a friend or a family. And don't forget to click that notification bell and come back tomorrow to see my next video. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.